Hi, and a very warm spell of weather is upon us right now. How long is it going to last? Well, we think at least until the end of the week, probably through the weekend and possibly into next week as well. And this is going to be our warmest spell of weather so far this year. In fact, temperatures later on in the week could peak at 27 Celsius in the south of the country. If we get values around this high, this will have been probably the warmest spell in April that we will have had for a number of years. So certainly, well, hot, I suppose you could call it. It'll feel like summer. And you can see on the outlook just how sunny it's going to be.
Good afternoon. The temperatures this week are set to rise. Now, yesterday, of course, the London Marathon, it was the fourth warmest London Marathon on record, where temperatures got up to 22.2. More of the same this afternoon. It's dry, it's plenty of sunshine and the temperature rising. A little bit of high cloud first thing this morning, as you can see here. So we've had some hazy sunshine, but also some fair weather cloud bubbling up as well. And also we'll see a bit of that this afternoon too.
Fingers crossed for some very decent VE Day weather,
yes.
But it was great over the weekend for the marathon, wasn't it?
I know, you might have even found it too warm if you were running, probably perfect if you were watching. And we want to show you some gorgeous photos of the weekend and pictures. Firstly, one that really shows the spirit of the marathon. Take a look and listen to this. Right. This poor guy was coming down the escalator on the tube and everyone started cheering him just for having a marathon medal. He must have been mortified.
Do you know what? That chokes me up a bit looking at that.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Slightly mortifying for him. But also, look, who won the women's marathon? Well, it was Tigges Desefa. Look at this. She broke the women's world record. What an incredible run for her. And the marathon itself broke a record for having the largest number of finishers in a marathon. Some of them in amazing fancy dress. I love it. We had people dressed up as lions, Big Ben, all sorts, and they're going to get further beautiful weather this week. So let's take a little look at the forecast. Hello again. Good evening to you. Hope you had a super day. Bluebells, I hope you've got to see some, and if you haven't, that you do. They're looking gorgeous at the moment, and they've got great weather to go with them. Dry and sunny, turning very warm as we go through the week. That heat is easing, though, as we go into the weekend. So depending on how you feel about it, sorry or you're welcome. Right, let's look at those temperatures. Climbing up through the 20s, possibly peaking on Thursday with a 29. As I said before, they just start to come down a little bit. More to come. I mentioned those temperatures on the climb until the weekend. That's it. I'll see you later on. Cheerio.
Right, well, let's take a look at the weather. That's a slightly brighter story. Darren Bett is here.
Certainly is, Fiona. We've just had the warmest day of the year so far. Temperatures 24.5 degrees in central London, but it's continuing to heat up and heat up everywhere over the next couple of days before we see a change in the weather by Thursday. But temperatures by midweek could be 27, maybe even 28 degrees across parts of England. Warming up in Wales, and as we get more sunshine in Scotland and Northern Ireland, those temperatures are rising as well. We've had quite a bit of cloud across northern parts of the UK, still a bit of rain across northern Scotland, but we will see more sunshine developing in Northern Ireland and across Scotland after a bit of a cloudy start here tomorrow.
Let's find out from Kate Kinsella, who's on the roof of Broadcasting House at the moment. Kate, over to you.
Thanks very much, Victoria. It's quite windy up here, actually, but on ground level, I can assure you the wind has been very light today. It's a south-southeasterly breeze. Now, talking of the marathon, yesterday's marathon was the fourth warmest London marathon on record. We had 22.2 Celsius recorded, making it the fourth warmest. Today, it has been even warmer. The temperatures today got up to 24.5 Celsius.
Protecting green spaces is a key issue for some. For others, economic growth is a priority. These are only the second elections to take place for North Northamptonshire Council after the scrapping of the previous authorities in 2021, 4 years ago. The Conservatives held power of the county council since 2005. And they took control of the new unitary in 2021.
Time for the weather now, and Alex. This is just outside King's Lynn in Norfolk tonight, and some very warm, if not hot temperatures on the way, Alex.
Absolutely, Mary. Yes, we are just outside King's Lynn at this incredible tulip farm, where it is looking absolutely stunning. But as you can imagine, it's been very dry through the course of April, so it's been a lot of work for the tulip farmers who have been struggling with just how dry it's been. In fact, you can probably just make out the irrigation system going off in the background. They've had to use that 4 times this month already. Usually use it 4 times in a season, but it takes a lot to look after this incredible field. Let's just take it to the skies and show you how stunning it is here. Now, I don't know who counted them all, but I'm told on good authority there are 9.32 million tulips and 11 different varieties who have certainly been soaking up the photosynthesis through the course of today, and there's lots more to come as we head through the next few days. As you've heard, it is warming up, so let's see just how warm it's going to get. Well, we're going to get day-on-day heating with that high pressure overhead. So 25 top temperature tomorrow, 27 on Wednesday, peaking at 29, possibly 30 degrees on Thursday. So incredibly warm for this time of year, and as you can imagine, it may break some records for April for some of the home nations. We're keeping a watchful eye on this as we head through the coming days. Bear in mind that UV levels are also going to shoot up, as well as pollen levels, tree pollen at the moment. Let's take a look at the forecast right now. Well, if we look at the week ahead in more detail, it is going to be staying largely fine up and down the country. However, the further north you are, the more cloud there will be. But even here, there's going to be some decent warm sunshine, way above average temperatures for the time of year. Well, that's the way it is looking here just outside King's Lynn this evening. Very fine evening. Temperatures are dropping very slowly, and that will be the case as we head through the next few days. So plenty of fine weather to get out and about. In fact, at this time of the day, it's quite perfect for an evening walk.
All right, Alex, thank you.